I just feel like it's so unfair that not only am I missing out on my senior season, but my other teammates, our JV team and our freshman team aren't playing either. And it's just so disheartening that they're not going to have a season. I feel like this is just a fairness issue. I just want to be able to compete and play and have fun in my last year. And I feel like I got robbed of that.
That's a high school athlete speaking out as more California girls volleyball teams forfeit over her trans teammate. The squad is in the spotlight as Back to School reignites debates over transgender policies. Let's bring in Alleigh Marré. She's executive director of the American Parents Coalition. Great to have you. So one of the things that I was really surprised about is this map that you've created that shows people the states allowing boys and girls sports and spaces. And let me just put that up on the screen for everybody to see here. It's more than you think, even despite us having had this debate for the last several years. Tell me about the map.
Yeah, so we put this up both for parents and for policymakers to be able to have a resource to look at for where these violations are occurring. And to your point, this is inclusive of males competing in female sports, but it's also inclusive of examples where boys have access to girls' spaces like locker rooms, gyms, and bathrooms, places of privacy for girls, where we feel like it also creates a safety violation. Places like the YMCA, which is a recipient of more than $600 million in federal funding per year, and still in many places allowing boys in the girls' locker rooms.
The other thing is you hear those girls, and I know you've heard this a lot because you work in this area, but every time I listen to one of these female athletes saying, I just want to compete fairly, I feel for them and I understand them. I just want to read to you this statement from a mom of a trans athlete who said, I understand the discomfort some may feel because I was once there too. The difference is I chose to learn, to grow, and to open my heart, which feels like an unlevel playing field when it comes to even your emotions about fairness.
Yeah, I feel for this family. I truly do. And I think it's extremely important when we're having these conversations to come at it from a position of compassion, of dignity and respect. And that dignity and respect needs to apply to everyone. So to your point, I know the young woman and the family you guys interviewed yesterday, where she's not even being able to participate in her senior season for sports. I mean, these are girls who have worked their entire lives, their careers. Where's the compassion for them? You know, we've seen examples out of Loudoun County where girls have been sexually abused, raped, preyed upon in their bathrooms for boys having access to female spaces. This truly is an issue of safety. And while, of course, we can point to an example here and there where that it may not be the case where an individual has, you know, something dark in their heart, there are those cases that exist, and we need to protect the girls who are victim in those scenarios as well.
Broader, just from taking it away from just that one school or that athlete, Keith Ellison is an attorney general for the state of Minnesota, and he was doing an interview the other day about suing Trump. Watch him here.
Donald Trump and Pam Bondi were threatening to sue me. I sued them first because of this issue of them trying to exclude transgender athletes. And what we're talking about is kids, folks. We're talking about kids, minors, who all they want to do is be on the team and build relationships with their friends. But this guy has said, no, they must be excluded. They must be scapegoated. We said, absolutely, hell no. We're standing up for everybody.
Do you welcome some legal certainty and judges and maybe even the Supreme Court ruling on this so that there's more clarity?
Oh, absolutely. I think that would certainly help the cause across the board, you know, having that sort of legal analysis to say, like, yes, not only is this the law, but the law is constitutional. That would certainly clean things up. But the other part here is there is a place for these male individuals to play, and it's on the boys' teams. And these girls, many of the girls who get cut to make a place for these males on the female teams are the girls who need that community, the camaraderie, the leadership from other girls on their team more than anyone else. And those are the girls who are being left behind when we're having these conversations.
Alleigh Marré, thanks for joining us today. Let's stay in touch as this is certainly not over. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.